Hi there, it's Joanna at Hooked on Gardening. I'm just out in the gardens today getting a little work done, doing some cleanup, weeding. So many weeds, you guys. Oh, they're crazy. Anyway, I thought I would just bring you along and let's take a look at some of my favorite annual flowers this year. We're gonna stick with in-ground. You'll see some common ones and maybe some ones that you haven't seen before. But yeah, come along, let's do it. I just love using annual flowers in my perennial beds. You know, when the perennials go by and you have a little lull, the annual flowers just keep blooming like crazy. So this is one of my favorite marigolds. You can't go wrong with marigolds. There's so many different varieties. This is strawberry blonde. Look at that, is one plant. And so they start out the red color and then they go to this like tangerine-y and then kind of a yellow. They're so pretty. And then behind that, I have some little dianthus and some zinnias in there. But it just makes a really pretty little splash of color in this perennial bed where there's just a lot of stuff, you know, that's done and gone by. Look at these zinnias. You guys, right when I walked up, there were two monarchs and a swallowtail butterfly just going at it over this zinnia. And of course, they fly away when I walk up. But yeah, this is gorgeous. It's really in the wrong place. I didn't have a tag on this, so I had no idea how tall they would get. A friend gave me these, and they're stunning. They're gorgeous. For free plants, I'm gonna collect some seeds from them. But, yeah, oh, it's starting to rain, which that's great. We need the rain. But yeah, they're just so pretty. They're swallowing up a bunch of my perennials, but you know, that's okay. They're annuals, just for a season. But they're very, very pretty. You just absolutely can't go wrong with Vinca. Aren't those pretty? I'm not really partial to white flowers, but these just make a statement along here. I kind of have them around this perennial bed that's a circle. And oh, Vinca is one of the easiest annuals. You don't have to deadhead them. They're okay if it's dry. They're just super easy. And the white is really striking. I don't know. I think I need to take a little garden tour at night with when all my lights come on and see how these look then. Then I have some red ones at the end of this bed. I'm crossing the really weedy path. We have some more zinnias and some super tall salvia. I thought this was the Victoria blue salvia, but it definitely is not. Again, one of those things where I didn't read the label too early in spring. I get so busy. But look at these. Aren't they stunning? I mean, this is one kind of zinnia. And look at all these different varieties. It's amazing. And I am so sorry, I don't know the variety of these. I just don't keep the tags on annual flowers. I kind of pitch them, but it'll be interesting to see. I'll be collecting seeds from these too and see how they turn out next year. But very pretty annual. And here we have some snapdragons. Gosh, those are pretty, but floppy, really floppy. I don't know how to get snapdragons, you know, to have a nice stiff stem, especially if you grow them from seeds. So man, if you have any tips for me, let me know. There's a little bleeding heart that seeded itself on the front. Here's Ageratum. Ageratum is probably my favorite annual this year. It's so carefree. Every once in a while I'll come through and pop some of the, you know, brown looking stuff off. But other than that, pretty much nothing. Okay, along this back sunny border, mostly perennials, but I line the front with all kinds of annuals, and I kind of repeat, but then I get bored and I'll switch up the thing, my pattern. So there's a little yellow marigold, and again we have Ageratum and Alyssum, and I love the way all these purples, bluish colors play off with that yellow of the marigold. So pretty, so pretty. And then look at that marigold. That was just a reseed, planted itself right on the front row there, and I just didn't take the time or didn't have the heart to move it. But look at it, it's so cute. I love those little ones with the red in the middle. Aren't they pretty? Yeah, very cute. And then some more Ageratum, and sorry, that's Alyssum. That one's Alyssum, and then Ageratum, but that Ageratum looks so pretty next to that cone flower. Sorry, I don't know the variety of it. But yeah, and on down, I kind of repeat, and then I get bored of it, the repeat, and I switch up, and I did some orangey marigolds, and then some Nicotiana. And this doesn't look that great close up, but boy, it's a punch of color from the house. I love the way it looks. But yeah, Nicotiana is supposed to be one of those scented flowers, but I'll be honest, I can't really smell it. And we can't forget about the shade garden annuals. Always the reliable impatiens. And I also tucked in some little hypoestus or polka dot plant along here. These can get kind of gangly, but I keep them kind of pinched back. Oh, here's a gangly one. See what I'm talking about? They can get really tall. You keep them pinched back, they will just get bushier. But yeah, we just had like a major rain over the past couple days. So look at all the different variations in that one. So cute. Oh, and you can't forget about, excuse me, just about tripped over a big boulder. Coleus, so pretty. And all this is in my hosta bed, or what I like to call hosta hill. And I posted a video on it last week, so you might want to look for that one if you haven't seen it yet. And on around the edge, there's some pretty little begonias and more impatiens. This was a mix, so I didn't know, what colors were going to be. Oh, there's some white ones, very pretty. And here's another really pretty coleus. So yeah, that's it for shade garden plants. Okay, we've moved up along our driveway bed, and I just have to show you these profusion yellow zinnias along with this Vinca. Isn't that a pretty combination with the Shasta daisies? It looks so good, and these things are so hardy. The can't even say it, profusion zinnias just keep going. I never deadhead them. Yeah, the dried heads just fall off. So they're great. And Vinca, again, is so easy. You don't have to deadhead it at all. But I love this. This is probably a combination that I will repeat. More zinnias. This is a type of profusion again. I love these things. They're so pretty. And they look really pretty next to this Salvia. This is probably like the Salvia's third round. But yeah, this is just in the front foundation bed of our home. Little Happy Returns daylilies are kicking out a new flush of blooms. But yeah, So pretty. I love zinnias. I should call this the zinnia garden tour, but zinnias and marigolds. Oh well. Hey, thanks for stopping by, and I really appreciate your comments. Hey, leave a comment and let me know what your favorite annual is this year. I'm always looking for new ones to try in the ground. And yeah, thanks so much. If you like these kind of videos, garden videos, yeah, subscribe to the channel, like. I appreciate it so much. Happy gardening!